Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing and have a first look at this new Google Pixel 3 XL. And as you can see from the back, it actually resembles the old Pixel 2 XL, and it just says Steam Pixel here at the back. And guys, this is an Indian unit. As you can see, the price quoted here is 83,000, but that's not the exact price. I'll have the exact price in the description area, guys. And one thing I noticed that is interesting is you can just see one IMI number. That means only one physical SIM is there, but even eSIM is actually there on this one. So good to see that eSIM functionality is also enabled on this one. That's a new thing. And let's just remove this. You don't have to cut it, you just move that. And now let's open this up, and we have the Pixel itself. Here it is, and also it's available in the regular version that's known as the Pixel 3 also, but this is the larger one. As you can see, let's just open this up, and here we have the device itself. In fact, it just looks like the regular Pixel here. As you can see, the back is a little bit different over here. It's supposed to have wireless charging, which is very interesting, but the camera setup is just a single camera here, but the front actually there is a notch. It's having dual camera setup, so that's what it is. We'll come to the device later on. And moving further down, let's just lift this up. We have a bunch of paperwork, SIM ejector tool. Let's get started, guys. Steam Pixel, this is a sticker. Actually, guys, yes, it's a nice sticker. I might apply it somewhere. And again, some paperwork, so let me keep that also to the side. And here, let's oh, this is a new thing that we're getting, earbuds in this one. It's USB Type-C, and they have Google Assistant integration. It's USB Type-C ones that you're going to get, but these are actually special. As you can see, USB Type-C, and yeah, this is what it is. So I'll have to test these, and I'll let you know how actually they sound later on when I test them for a few days. But yeah, that's what it is. So let me keep this one also nice to see they have bundled earbuds, because last year we simply didn't get it. And as you can see, you have the Google Assistant integration over here, some of the other functions that we have. I'll just keep this also to the side. And nice to see they have bundled this adapter. That's USB Type-C to 3.5mm headphone jack adapter. There you go, Apple, you didn't implement it. And we also get this one, normal USB Type-C to USB Type-A adapter. So a lot of adapters there given in the box. Nice to see that. And obviously this is the USB Type-C charging cable, and this will be our fast charger that we are getting in the box. So that's what we get in the box. Let me keep these things to the side, and let's look at the handset itself. So here we have the device itself, and it's slightly has some heft, and the good thing is that this one is also coming with dual speaker setup like the original Pixel 2 XL. Let me first give you a physical overview, guys. Here we have a secondary noise cancellation microphone, and this top portion is glass. Fingerprint scanner here at the back, and here if we go, we have the power on off button, and below that we have the volume rockers, and bottom USB Type-C main microphone. Sorry, this is your SIM tray, guys. Let's have a look. It'll be a single SIM, because yeah, but let me open it up and show you guys. As you can see, single nano SIM that you're getting with this one. So that's what it is. And on this end we have actually nothing. We also have that squeeze to get the Google Assistant that we have seen in earlier Pixel device. We also have that one. And front is a 6.3-inch screen, which is a Quad HD plus OLED screen in the 18.5:9 aspect ratio. I'm just booting it up, and as you can see, that big chin. Yes, it's certainly very big in my frank opinion. They should have made it smaller, but again, it's having a dual camera setup. One is a regular one, second is a wide angle one. And by the time it actually boots up and I set this up, let me give you a configuration overview. This Pixel 3 XL is having a 6.3-inch Quad HD Plus OLED screen in the 18.5:9 aspect ratio with the notch design. It is protected by Gorilla Glass 5. The screen also supports HDR and it's powered by the Snapdragon 845 octa-core processor. It has 4 GB of RAM. Storage will be two variants, 64 or 128 GB. Moving to the camera, the main rear-facing camera is a 12.2 megapixel rear-facing camera with f1.8 lens. And moving to the front-facing camera, it's a dual camera setup. The regular camera is 75 degrees of f1.8 with the face detect autofocus, and the wide angle is a f2.2 at 97 degrees. It's also supposed to have wireless charging, and it has a 3430 milliamp hour battery with fast charging support. So guys, I've just finished setting up this device, and this is what we get. And out of the box, this comes with Android 9, that is the latest version of Android known as Android Pie. And it has this new launcher. If you just swipe like this, you get to all your apps over here. And this will be your multitasking tray. I don't have anything. So that's what it is. And these are your recent apps. So new interface. And to get back to the home, as you can see, this virtual, you just press this and hold it for Google Assistant. We also have the squeeze option like we saw in earlier phones, and you can activate Assistant via that if you really want. And under the hood, as you can see, we have some quick toggles. I haven't added my Google account, I'll add that later. Just wanted to quickly give you a very first quick look, guys. And again, definitely the notch looks really big on this one. And so these are the new icons that you're getting, and it's asking of some help and stuff. As you can see, this is the Pixel 3 XL, and Android version is 9. Again, as it's a Pixel device, you don't have to worry about updates. You will get the updates and even the monthly security updates on time with this one. As you can see, security patch just September 5th, and today we are on September 9th. So very quick updates, and you go back over here. That's what it is. Let's also look at the storage. As you can see, out of that, this is the 64 gigabyte model, and it says about 52.94 is available to you. So about 11 odd GB is sort of used. So that's what it is regarding the storage. And guys, remember, it comes only in two variants, 64 and 128. No micro SD card support is there on the Pixel. So when you buy a Pixel device, be careful. But if you take a lot of photographs, you don't have to worry, because all the photos are backed up on Google Cloud automatically, and that has unlimited storage. So that's what it is. And it's running on the Snapdragon 845 chipset. I have to sign in to get all this. I will do that. And again, it's a powerful processor, but one thing to note is that both the variants, the 64 gigabyte variant and even the 128 gigabyte variant, come with just 4 gigabytes of RAM. I wouldn't say it's bad, but again, we are seeing phones with 8 gigabytes. So I was hoping, considering the very premium price of this phone, Google should have gone with at least 6 gigabytes of RAM to make it future proof or something like that. But both the variants come with just 4 gigabytes of RAM. And fingerprint scanner we have over here. As you can see, it's very responsive. Again, you don't have to worry about it. Even the last year's Pixel fingerprint scanner was very good. Same thing over here. And we also get this always on display over here. If you just leave it for some time, it will come, as you saw that earlier, as you can see. And we have some animations over here. We didn't have something like that in the earlier Pixel, if I remember. So yeah, that's the always on display. Let's just unlock this device. And the biggest thing about these Pixel devices is the camera. And there are a lot of speculations about the camera, but again, they still went with a single camera setup. But again, by default, HDR Plus is active on this. So whenever you hit a shutter button, it's not actually taking one snap. It's actually taking 8 snaps, combining it to get that effect. Location is on. So let's quickly have a look at the camera. The interface, as you can see, not a huge difference. We have the portrait mode over here, the regular camera, video mode. Obviously, it's a high-end device, so 4K, everything stabilizes there. We also have a more option over here with slow motion, Google Lens, and here are the settings. So let's first look at some of the settings over here. As you can see, rear camera 12.2 is the max, and front camera actually 8 megapixel, but you can switch between the wide angle and the regular one. So that's what it is. And as you can see, video, it will do up to 4K, and front camera is max is 1080p in terms of video. Video stabilization option is also there. Let's just go back. And this is the rear facing camera. Let's quickly have a look at this one first. I just want to give a very quick look. and tap to focus. Again, very quick in camera. The Pixel phones, even the last year's Pixel 2 XL, the camera was the highlighting thing. Looks like the same in this. Let's go to the portrait and see how. So it is actually zooming in automatically in the portrait mode, guys. It doesn't have a secondary camera, but if you notice, this was the regular mode. If you go to portrait, it is definitely automatically zooming in. So that's something you have to note. And let's look at the front facing camera. So this is the front facing camera, and as you can see, now we have moved to the wide angle lens. As you can see, this was the regular, and you can also zoom it up further if you want. I am particularly happy about this wide angle lens because for vlogging this should be actually good. As you can see, we are now able to see both my cameras. Earlier in the regular view, you simply couldn't, and so that's what it is. But let's take a snap with this. Again, this is fast. It's supposed to be an 8 megapixel shooter, so that's also fast. And we also have the portrait mode even with this one. As you can see, I believe when you go to the wide angle, autofocus is not there. Only in this regular mode we have autofocus with the front facing camera. But that was the camera, but an interface very simple. But again, the image quality is what differentiates Pixel devices. So let me actually take a lot of samples with this one so that you have a better idea. So these are some of the sample shots that I've shot with this Pixel 3 XL in my office in artificial lighting conditions, that is indoor lighting conditions. And again, as expected, as you can see, it is doing a phenomenal job, even though it's just having a single camera setup. And here are some of the sample shots taken in my roof garden with this new Pixel 3 XL. And again, as expected, the camera performance, as you can see, is really good on this one. Even the dynamic range is actually really good. And these are some of the sample shots now taken with the front facing camera of this Pixel 3 XL. First, these shots are in the normal mode, and now I'm using this wide angle lens with the front facing camera on this Pixel 3 XLs. And again, some very quick samples with the front facing camera in artificial indoor lighting conditions with this new Pixel 3 XL. So guys, that's it for now for the unboxing and first look at this Pixel 3 XL smartphone. What do you guys think about the same? Again, I will be testing its camera a lot more. I'm actually traveling in the next couple of days, so I will be carrying this smartphone and take a lot of camera samples with this one so that you can have a real world idea how the camera of this Pixel performs in everyday situations. So again, stay tuned for that video. I will be posting that. So anyways guys, that's it for now for this video, and if you are still not subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.